Give me a minute. And in this episode of Karma is a Bitch, we'll talk about what happens when you traffic human beings for your own profit. The Wildberries fire, big company like a Russian Amazon kind of thing. 100,000 square meter facility, huge warehouse, $120 million worth of product in the place. The word is coming out of St. Petersburg now that it was the workers that set the fire. Why would the workers set the fire? Because their bosses have been trafficking them into the army. Last September at their warehouse in Kolodino, I think is how it's pronounced, outside of Moscow, they forced 3,000 workers out into the parking lot where the police were waiting to arrest them and transport them to the army for service in Ukraine. It's inconceivable. The warehouse had to shut down because they didn't have the workers for it. Not that it matters. Sales are off so fucking bad that they could close that warehouse, right? So these recruiting campaigns, the Shanghaiing of workers, word got around that a new recruiting campaign was coming through. And rather than put up with it, the people of Russia burned the place to the ground. Good for them. Good for them. And there should be more of this. You can't do this to people. You can't treat people as though they are a commodity in your warehouse like the computers and the coffee pots. We're watching a civilization consume itself because they don't believe that human rights are a real thing. Because they don't believe that people are worth anything. That's what's happening in Russia right now. And the Russian people need a real psychological reset. And the only thing that did it for the Germans, the only thing that did it for the Japanese, the only thing that did it for the Confederacy, well, no, actually, with the Confederacy, they never did get it through their fucking heads, is a sound defeat on the battlefield. And fortunately, we have Ukraine to provide that. All we have to do is support them. So Mike Johnson, get your shit together. Pass a budget. Draw the fangs of your MAGA crowd, and let's move forward into the 21st century, championing democracy against this kind of chaos that Russia would bring to the world.